channel. In this video, I'll be doing a BitSat Q&A. I had recently posted this community post on YouTube wherein you guys had asked me questions regarding to BitSat. So in this video, I'll be answering all the questions that you guys had asked me in the community post. Even after this video, if you feel that you have any other doubts, you can comment down below or ask them on Instagram. I have provided timestamps in this video so that you can easily navigate around the questions and not end up wasting your time. In this video, we will be discussing everything about BitSat ranging from mock test frequency, how to analyze your mock test and even different campuses of BITS. Now, without wasting any more time, let's just get started with the Q&A. Okay, so the first question is how to work on English proficiency as I'm getting a lot of silly mistakes. Okay, so I'll be answering this question keeping my experience in mind. When I had initially started giving mock papers, I was making a lot of mistakes in the English and logical reasoning section. Slowly, when I started giving more and more mock tests, I started getting accustomed to different kinds of questions that were being asked in the English and logical reasoning section. Throughout this video, you guys will find me talking a lot about mock tests, but that actually worked out so well for me. So to answer this question, yes, you should be accustomed to a variety of questions that are being asked in previous year papers. If you feel that the previous year papers are not enough for you, you can also refer to the Arihant BitSat guide. Just make sure that you are solving all the questions within a time frame. In the English section, you might not know the meaning of all the words that are being asked, but you can definitely know the tricks to solve these kind of questions. These tricks you'll be able to develop if you have solved a lot of mock papers. So yes, I hope this answers your question. Now coming to the next question. How much did you score in Math on Go test and what was your actual score? Now to answer this question, I scored 281 in the final exam and the highest that I ever scored in Math on Go test series was 252. Now this question was asked to me by a lot of people and I feel some of them were trying to extrapolate their marks to a certain level so that they can estimate that what they will score on the final day. I will recommend you guys to not to do this because on the final day, your score will depend on a variety of factors like health, mental condition, etc. I would just recommend you guys to keep doing your preparation without thinking about the final score. Keep doing your mock tests, keep analyzing them and solve questions in a time frame. Now coming to the next question, make a video about BITS Dubai. So to answer this question, I did not have a lot of idea about BITS Dubai. So I asked a junior from my school to tell you guys briefly about it.
Hey guys, my name is Shubhra and I'm from BITS Pilani, Dubai, and I'll quickly brief you about my college. So the criteria to enter BITS Pilani, Dubai is you should score more than 60% in boards. It is not mandatory for you to give BitSat, but if you've given BitSat and if you've scored more than 60% in boards, you are eligible for many scholarships. The teachers here are very good in every aspect. The curriculum is similar to the one followed in Goa, Pilani, Hyderabad. The crowd here is actually very nice and competitive. So it's like when you're not able to enter your dream college, you tend to work harder to reach your goal, and that is something very positive you'll find in every student here. Extracurricular activities and sports are given equal importance. I personally started playing 3 new sports after entering this college. The life in BITS Dubai, I'd say, is very comfortable and good. Every day you learn something new. So, and plus life in Dubai anyways is very happening.
Thank you Shubhra for sparing your time and telling us briefly about BITS Dubai. Now the next question is how you manage class 11th course as well as class 12th course for BitSat, and have you prepared for your exams in Kota? So no, I did not prepare for my exams in Kota. I prepared from Jaipur, which is my hometown. Now coming to how I managed class 12th and class 11th together. So a lot of you guys have told me that you are facing issues with class 11th physics or maths. And trust me guys, I was in the exact same situation 2 years ago and I can totally relate. Trust me guys, short notes came in super handy when I had to revise those chapters. In case you haven't made your short notes, you can always refer to the summary in the Arihant BitSat guide. I had just revised all the formulas and basic theory for all those chapters, and trust me guys, I could solve a lot of questions using that. So yes, this is how you can cover your class 11th portion or any other weaker sections that you have. Now coming to the next question. how can I improve my score from 250 to 300, and also did you give any Math on Go previous year mocks, and approximately how much did you score in those exams? Now, to answer the first part of the question, in order to boost your score, you can give a lot of mock tests and analyze them. Just be aware about your weak topics and work on them. Also, practice all the questions in a timed manner because BITSAT is a speed test. You would not want to get an easy or a straightforward question wrong on the final day. So in order to avoid that, practice a lot of questions in a timed manner. To answer the second part of this question, I did not attempt a lot of previous years from Math on Go, but I did solve the previous years from the Aryanth book. What I usually used to score in those papers was around 180, 220, 200 and somewhere in this range. So I hope this answers your question. Now the other question that I got was guide us how to analyze our mock tests. To answer this question, I would just tell how I analyze my mock tests in my preparation. I remember that I used to allot 6 hours each day for my mock tests. For the first 3 hours, I used to solve my papers, and for the next 3 hours, I used to strictly analyze my paper. I used to mark my wrong answers and then I used to categorize them into 2 different categories. The first category was silly mistake and the second category was weaker concepts or formulas. Now, in order to combat my silly mistakes, I used to solve a lot of questions in a timed manner. The second thing was weak concepts and formulas. Slowly and gradually, I could see that I was making a lot less silly mistakes and my score was also getting boosted. I made a list of all the topics where I was repeatedly making mistakes at, or the formulas or the concepts which I could not recall. For this matter, my short notes came in super handy because I could recall all the formulas and the concepts in a very short time. After recalling all the concepts and the formulas, I moved on to solving questions. For practicing the questions, I used the Aryanth BITSAT guide and I used to solve it using a timer. So I hope this answers your question. Now coming to another question. Deep, please tell if I can practice NEET questions of physics and chemistry, will it be helpful? So I am not really sure if NEET questions and BITSAT questions are on the same level. In order to check that, you can compare any NEET previous year paper to a BITSAT previous year paper and see that for yourself. Also, make sure you develop a habit of practicing all the questions under a timer. I hope this answered your question. Now the another question is how to improve score or give a boost to score in last days. I would again repeat the same points to answer this question. Give a lot of mock papers, analyze them well, read your short notes and formulas, and make sure you are consistent with your efforts. Do not get demotivated by your mock test scores and keep doing your preparation. Now, since I have spoken for so long, I'll just take one last question. The last question for this video is, are the bonus questions tougher? Now, I would like to give you guys clarity about bonus questions. So you can only attempt the bonus questions after when you have attempted all the questions in your paper and submitted that. So I was left with some questions in the paper and I was not really sure if I should give them a fluke. So I did not attempt the bonus questions, but according to what my friends have said, the questions had similar kind of difficulty as compared to the paper. So guys, that was it for today's video. I hope this video was knowledgeable for you. In case I have missed any question, comment down below, or you can also DM me on Instagram or LinkedIn. Also, comment down below any other video suggestions that you would like me to make. All the best for your paper. I am sure that if you have put in consistent efforts, you will surely get the result. If you like this video, do give this video a big fat thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have also answered a lot of questions regarding to BITSAT in my previous video and also in the comment section of that video. So don't forget to check that video out. I'll meet you in my next video. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.